your mind, loving the vibes. It's Monday, it's a public holiday. I hope you're having a lovely and a great long weekend, shall I say, because this Monday is extending over the weekend from the weekend. And I hope you're having a lovely time out, especially over the weekend. Yesterday being Sunday, Saturday, another holiday. Today, what day are we celebrating? Join us on Facebook Live, by the way, and YouTube. We're talking about the youth because that's what today is all about. It is Youth Day. It marks a pivotal movement in our nation's history. Of course, the day that we all know is when we honor the courage, the resilience, and sacrifice of the youth of 1976 who stood up against injustice and demanded the right to learn, to grow, and to thrive. Today's youth, we know who they're going to be tomorrow. So it's so important that they know who they are, they know their value, and they need to know their worth. So just now in the previous segment, we spoke about mindset reset for you to know your worth. And I think it's so important that we actually let our youth know how important they are. Their purpose in this world is not just to get by, but to do something very, very empowering, and that is to stand up, to be able to make a difference, especially with all the injustices that we see going on. So remember, Youth Day is just not about remembering, but it's also about recognizing the powerful voices of young people right now they are speaking out. SubhanAllah, they are stepping up and they are showing the world that the next generation is very much wide awake. So joining us this morning is a 17-year-old, a young lad, Brother Imtiaz Daniels, a student, and he's also a youth activist. Let's just get my camera in position here so you can see my face. There we go. There we go. Tobacco's on the ball here. Thank you so much, Tobacco, for that. And Brother Imtiaz, he has also been, he's a youth activist who has been part of solidarity movements, including those calling for justice for the people of Gaza. And that warms our heart up because we know how South Africa stood up and is standing up and is fighting because we can relate, I would say, to an extent with regards to apartheid, but it goes so much deeper for the people of Gaza. So joining us on the line now, Brother Imtiaz, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the airwaves of Radio Al Ansar and Urban Women this morning.
Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah so much for having me. It means a lot that you're giving me a platform to speak.
Alhamdulillah, we definitely need to hear more of voices like yours, of the youth, and for people to know what's happening. And inshallah, maybe you can inspire others to probably think that, what difference can we actually make? We're young, what can we actually do? So, today is Youth Day, alhamdulillah, in South Africa, and it's a day rooted, as we know, in protest, in courage, and standing up for justice. So I want to ask you, personally, what does Youth Day mean to you personally as a South African in 2025?
So to me, Youth Day is a powerful reminder of the resilience and courage of people who help shape our nation's future. And looking back at 1976, the Soweto uprising, it helps us realize that children, the young people, were not afraid to voice their opinions and stand for what they believe for. And that's what inspires us to make our voices heard. And looking back at the amazing people like Chris Hani and Hector Peterson makes us also realize that we are small, but our voices can be heard, and we are gonna fight for what's right because they did it.
SubhanAllah, I think your volume went a bit low there, but that is inspiring because we can hear your voice. It's a bit soft, but however, just as you said, we are small, but we can do stuff. I love that, taking the inspiration from history, knowing that in our times, we obviously are placed in this world at a specific time because we all have a specific purpose to fill. And hearing you saying that is quite inspiring because you're living in awareness to know that, okay, I need to do something here. And if looking back at history, I definitely most certainly can. Now, subhanAllah, we know that you were recently part of a peaceful protest aligned with the Red Card Israel campaign. So without focusing too much on the events that actually unfolded, can you tell us basically what inspired you to actually be part of it? To actually stand in solidarity personally with Palestine?
Ever since we were young, I'm taking this a long time ago. We've always had that love for Palestine put into our heart.
I'm struggling to hear you again, brother. Okay. I was struggling to hear you. The volume seems to be going loud and soft.
So I'll start again. Ever since we were young, I'm taking this a long time ago. We've always had to have this love for Palestine in our hearts. It's always been spoken about and we've always felt for the people of Palestine. Hearing about their stories, hearing about children losing their parents, parents losing their children, people losing people close to them. So it makes us want to fight for them because they are also human beings. They deserve to live a normal life just like us.
Absolutely. Due to time, we're running out here. Now, subhanAllah, Gaza, especially now what's going on, and we can see that there's a march to Gaza. I mean, many of us, I don't know about you, feeling that FOMO, like, I wish I was there. I wish I was part of it. I wish I could be standing there, despite knowing the risk factors, because everybody knows it's not like, let's go and see what happens. They're fully aware, but they're taking that stand. So Gaza has become a global symbol of oppression. We know that resilience and suffering, especially for the young people, and many of whom are the same age as you. So what message do you want to send to the youth of Gaza today, from one youth to another, as we wrap up in a minute?
So that's a bit of a hard question because I don't know what to tell them, but I wrote something down. To the youth of Gaza, if you are seeing this, your struggles are seen and your voices matter. You have the support of people worldwide, and we will never stop fighting for you. Keep pushing forward, even in the face of adversity. Your resilience inspires the youth all over the world.
Oh, subhanAllah, that is so beautiful. They really are our heroes and they really do inspire us. Quickly, as you wrap up, what's your message for our youth of South Africa today as well?
So, you may be young, but your voices matter. You may think that it won't matter, but use your voice to demand justice, equality, and human rights. Together we can create a better future and make the world a better.
SubhanAllah, thank you so much for your time this morning. It's been an absolute pleasure. You are a youth activist, a student. Wish you well ahead in your studies, ahead, shall I say, and also keep up that activism. Definitely, we need more of you out there in the world in order to have better future, inshallah. Until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And that was 17-year-old Imtiaz Daniel chatting with us. Today is Youth Day. I'm so proud of him, really. We need to encourage our youth. We need to let them know. As you can see, he clearly has the sense of what is right, what is wrong, drawing inspiration from the right sources, especially in today's time where we can get very much diluted in what is right, what is wrong, going with the superficial things that we see, the fallacy of the world. But he's going into the deeper stuff. And inshallah, may we bring our children all up like that, knowing their power, knowing their purpose, going forward with absolute resilience and strength. But it's time for the break. I'll be back with you after that. Stay tuned to Urban Women with me, Razia Rangwage.